All right, so we're going to get our program moving right along here. And at this time, I'd like to introduce you to Bruce Adams, who is the Director of County Executive's Office of Community Partnerships. And Bruce will give us a few words and then introduce our County Executive. Bruce.
Leadership of the Corporate Volunteer Council. I want to thank Will for stepping up to leadership and for giving me the chance to introduce my boss. That's a cool thing. So I'm always going to remember. Nothing to do with that. All right, thank you. I know it's just going to be brief. That was a good signal. I'll be aware of this going to be brief. The Office of Community Partnerships, the county executive set up to be the group that reaches out to the business community, to the ethnic communities, to the nonprofit faith community. What I love about the man I'm introducing, my boss, is that he gets it. He gets that the government can't do everything. He gets that there's amazing talent across our county. He gets that it is right and appropriate and necessary to ask for that support. So he's out there every day asking for support. And the CVC is stepping up. He's stepped up in a wonderful way on the Community Service Week, helping us with there's all these incredible people through the CVC. Chris Renshaw from Text Design did all the graphic work for our Community Service Week, just endless requests. I really gotta, Ed, you gotta stand up. What Terpsys did for the volunteer, sorry, he's so shy. What Terpsys did for us by building the MontgomeryServes.org was just an extraordinary act of corporate civic responsibility, and I really appreciate it. Just a fabulous job. So, the guy who lets me do this really cool job I have working with all the wonderful people here. I see Tom Rapp, I see Pepco, I see Schulman, I see Avidus, all these folks who do all this great work. The guy who lets me do this is Leggett, so welcome him. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Well, the first thing that I got when I assumed this position, to have enough intelligence to make sure that Bruce Adams, the person that is in charge of this overall program, and he has been an extraordinary public servant and served this county and this region in extraordinary ways. Let's give a round of applause to Bruce Adams for all of his work. And when we think about the 25th year Community Service Day in Montgomery County, and we see that this is now taking form really throughout the entire state and many places around the country. The person who actually started this 25 years ago was our own Bruce Adams. And so, thank you very much. And in many ways, people probably have forgotten. I am here due in part to the efforts as county executive of Bruce Adams. Here's how this story goes. 25 years ago or so, when very few people ever knew Leggett, you look around this county when I first decided to run for an at-large position as county council. I think the African-American population of Montgomery County was about 6%, 6 or 7%. And I said to a number of people who had encouraged me to run for county council, at a time when we had not elected a minority to any really significant political position of any sort in the community, that to run on a population base of 6 to 7%, if I had the former mayor of Chicago, Bill Daley, counting the votes for me, and I quadrupled that number. I did not think that I would be successful. Very few people gave me any reasonable odds of running to be successful in that district. But one person did, and it was extraordinary level of leadership. He was actually running in the very same for the opposite position and decided to bring me on as part of his team. And so Bruce was the first significant person politically to run and to bring me as part of the team. We both ran together as large members of the county council in 1985. So in many ways, I got started through Bruce's efforts. Let me thank all of the corporate volunteers for all the corporations that have stepped forward, not just this year, but for a very long period of time. We are fortunate in Montgomery County to have a county where one million citizens that covers essentially 500 square miles. And people look at Montgomery County and say, well, this is rather affluent. And it is compared to others, and underlying compared to others. There are tremendous needs in Montgomery County. There are still far too many young people who go to bed hungry. There are still too many people without health. There are still too many things in Montgomery County that we can and should and must do. And you think about Montgomery County, a place where we have, compared to other places, many, quote, advantages. And we're not able to meet all of those needs. Just think about other places around this country where these needs are not met. So we can't do it in Montgomery County. There are very few places around this country where we can do it. But we cannot do it simply from developing small towns. It is too big, too complicated, and it requires so much of an effort that we simply cannot do it. We actually need you, and you've stepped up. We need you to continue, and I want you to acknowledge and thank you for what you've done for our citizens for this region, because that helps. And it's not always help in terms of the dollar contributions that come to you. Many of you actually give dollars. It's not always having your employees simply show up to say, we're here on a Saturday or a special day to pay the house or to cut a lawn or some other thing. And you've done that, and I thank you. But you've taken your professional skills, your professional basis of what you provide each and every day, and you've transformed that into something that is quite usable for us. It means that, as we talked about Ed, that we don't go out and to build a website or to pay for it. That was $35,000 of work that was provided. It means that with others who provided us with tech designs and other things that we've had to make sure that we get the message out, that we don't have to go out and hire someone to do all of it, to do the graphics, and do all the things that we do. And so many other things that you do each and every day. It is so important for us. But it also says something else about it. It says that we are a community. It's not them and those, we and someone else. It's about all of us. Because in order to be a very effective and real community, we need all of us working together. And we simply cannot do that without strong business partners. You hire people, you contact them. What you say and what you do in and around this county is a reflection of Montgomery County. There's no real community or family of communities without this strong combined effort by all of us. And it is led by our business community. So again, I want to thank you. Let me start off by acknowledging some people that I think I need to formally acknowledge. First of all, I thank Matt for his tremendous leadership over the last year as he's headed this for us. Where's Matt? It's Matt. And of course, Will will be coming in. Thank you, Will, for assuming this level of leadership this way. We appreciate both of you for your work and what you've done and what you continue to do for our county. Again, Ed, for his firm services, for what you've done for us as well. Chris Renshaw was not here for all of the work that she provided in terms of tech design. A couple other people I want to thank as well. Certainly the American Charities in Edmond, Washington, who's helped us in the last 3 years in our annual giving campaign. Thank the American Charities for that again as well. There's one person that you see, she is a very bubbly personality. Everywhere I go, in Montgomery County, she's there. The events, help and so forth, and she's just a burst of energy. And that is Teresa Stalling. Please stand. Yes,